Sai Ram. We will now begin with Chapter 10, the Introduction. Remember him always with love, for he was ever engrossed in doing good to all, and always abided in his self. To remember him only is to solve the riddle of life and death. This is the best and easiest of sadhanas, as it involves no expenditure. A little exertion here brings great rewards. So, as long as our senses are sound, we should, minute by minute, practice this sadhana. All other gods are illusory. Guru is the only God. If we believe in the Sadguru's holy feet, he can change our fortune for the better. If we serve him sincerely, we get rid of our worldly afflictions. We need not study any philosophy like the Nyaya and the Mimamsa. The Sadguru looks to the intense feeling and devotion of his devotees, endows them with knowledge and eternal bliss. In the last chapter, Baba's mendicancy and devotees' experiences and other subjects are dealt with. Let the reader now read where and how Baba lived, how he slept, and how he taught, etc. Baba's wonderful bedstead. Let us first see where and how Baba slept. Mr. Nana Sahib Dingle bought for Sai Baba a wooden plank, about 4 arms in length and only a span in breadth for sleeping upon. Instead of keeping the plank on the floor and then sleeping on it, Baba tied it like a swing to the rafters of the masjid with old shreds and rags and commenced to sleep on it. The rags were so thin and worn out that it was a wonder how they could bear or support the weight of the plank itself, let alone the weight of Baba. But somehow or the other, it was Baba's sheer leela that the worn out rags did sustain the plank along with Baba's weight on it. On the 4 corners of this plank, Baba lighted panatis, which are earthen lamps, one at each corner, and kept them burning the whole night. It was a sight for the gods to see Baba sitting or sleeping on this plank. It was a wonder to all how Baba got up and down the plank. Out of curiosity, many observers kept watching the process of mounting and dismounted, but none succeeded. As crowds began to swell, so as to detect this wonderful feat, Baba one day broke the plank into pieces and threw it away. Baba had all the 8 Mahasiddhis at his command. He neither practiced nor craved for them. They came to him naturally, as a result of his spiritual perfection. Sai Ram. So, here I would like to share a small satsang or experience. While I was reading the introduction in bold, there was a lesson or a message for me. Yesterday, a friend was talking to me about Gyan Yoga and Bhakti Yoga and the different margs to enlightenment and moksha, etc. And while typing Gyan Yoga, they also wrote Nyaya Marg. And as I read the Satcharitra, it is literally in bold so as we don't miss it, that the message that no other philosophy, as it says, is required. Devotion and surrender to the Sadguru are enough. They are the easiest. In many ways, they are the hardest because surrender is really hard. It requires you to crush your ego, your intelligence, your own opinions. So, in many ways, surrender is very, very hard. However, yes, it is also very, very easy and very loving and very joyful. So, even before the stories started, there was such a beautiful satsang and lesson, for me at least, which I felt like I should share. And then, as usual, we hear about another metaphysical, supernatural, super physical, if you can call it that, act that Baba performed. And it is very clear that there is no way someone normal could sleep on it the whole night, and that too with 4 lamps lighting on the 4 corners. But Baba was not like us. A Sadguru is not like us, and therefore they do all these things so effortlessly. And it is important to notice how Baba, when crowds got too close to him and too curious and it attracted too much attention, Baba just broke the plank. If we have any siddhi and we get any kind of attention for it, we will tell everybody. We will tell the whole world, look at what we are doing. We will do all sorts of things to get extra credit and attention and wahwahi. But Baba's the opposite. They don't want attention. They don't want your curiosity. They are not here to perform tricks for you. So sometimes it's good to let some mysteries be and not necessarily try to figure everything out. Just be grateful that they do exist. We'll take on the next story in the next video. Till then, Sai Ram.